Welcome back, guys.
Welcome
Everyone
back, everybody.
Okay? Right. Okay.
Okay.
The bowl gouges. I said I was going to test out the bowl gouges, and I've got obviously the bigger spindle gouge as well to test. Now the skew chisel, I have reground and put my own grind. Now I've shallowed it up. See, I've taken it's 20 degree. Now it's probably between 5 and 7 degrees, something like that. Shallowed it up, hollow grind now, works a lot better. Okay, works nice. Spindle gouge, I've now changed the grind. You saw what the grind was like. Okay, this is my grind that I like on spindle gouges. This is still 45 degree, this one. I kept it at that. And I've put a relief bevel on, and what I've done is I've made the wings longer. I've swept it back a bit more. Okay, that makes it more useful because it means I can use the wings as well as using on the front. Makes it a lot more versatile, and having the relief bevel means you can get nice curves. So that's what I've done with that. We haven't used the 1/2 inch roughing gouge yet. Well, I say 1/2 inch, it's 12 mil. It's a 12 mil bar.
Roughing gouge, you mean? Spindle
gouge. It's a 12 mil bar, and it's a 3/8 flute, 10 mil flute, or whatever, something like that. We used the smaller one. We used a smaller spindle gouge. I've got the same grind on there, as you can see. Okay, very easy to do. I'm not doing sharpening on this one. That's for another thing. Bowl gouges, I've changed them. Now I had 45 degree and flat grind. 45 isn't the best for hollowing. Okay, I like a 50. I find a 50 is a bit of an all-round. Okay, I'll use a 45 on the outside of bowls. It's good, but that's why I say you want more than one of the same gouge, because you do best having one with a 45 degree, one with a 50. Okay, but I've put a 50 on here. As you can see, I've lengthened the wings a bit because it was sort of about there. Okay, it was only a short grind. I've lengthened it a little bit, and I've put a relief bevel on there as well. Okay, so that's quite nice now, and that's the tip. If you look at the tip, okay.
Hang on a second, it's blurred. There you go.
Okay, that's the grind. 50 degree. Okay, now that, like I said, I've got sharpening videos up there for your sharpening. How to do it all, how to make the jigs, how to do it all cheap and do it for pennies. I don't show you mine because my sharpening system is totally different to what you'll have, and I use all the jigs. I mean, I've got loads. I've got the Wolverine jig, and I sharpen them in a Wolverine jig. Okay, but I have shown you how to make ones. I've got these ones I've made up for myself. But I showed you how to make these ones out of wood, and to give you the angle I use, if that's what you're after. But I would suggest find your own, find what you need. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just have it. I've got now, this is a really hard piece of ash. If you know ash, you can get softer bits of that, but the ash in general is very, very hard. And this is no exception. This is a really hard piece of ash. Okay, I think some parts of this have got bits of silica in it as well, which will dull a tool very quick. Now I've just got it mounted on here. I'm not turning a bowl. Okay, I'm just testing these tools to see how well the tools hold up. How well do they hold their edge? Are they as good? I mean, at the moment I just cannot find anything to fault them on. They're just perfect. If they hold that edge, which I really think they're going to. You cut yourself there. Razor sharp. Then I don't see any problem with them. Okay, I think highly recommend for their price. Their price is what matters. It right. Okay, let us get started. Now I'm going to. I don't say all of you will want to do it. Worth a try. I'm going to start off with a spindle gouge. Okay. Just to take some cuts on this. I want to see how the 12 mil how the 1/2 inch spindle gouge is, whether it's up to the job, okay, and how it handles a hard piece of wood like this that's out of shape and everything. And I'm going to be starting on the spindle gouge, give it a few tests, let you see what it can do. What I like to do push the tool to its max.
Push it to the max.
Push it to the max. Right, okay, I'm going to start this up. I'm going to turn the lathe down, step to the side. Like a dance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Step to the side. Right, let's see. Right, well, we're around sort of 1400, a little bit of shake, but nothing really. I'm going to turn it up. Let's get a bit of speed going. Yeah, we're still good. Right, 2000 RPM, okay? Spindle gouge. Right, closed flute, come in, rotate. Anyway, you don't need to know that. I'm just testing the tool. Right, that wood's hard. Right, well, yeah, I've got to watch because I've got the edge there. Just come in slowly. Get rid of this edge bit here. You can see, put the bevel on. There's the bevel, no cutting. And we keep a nice smooth cut. Still like a razor. That's still like a razor, that is. Right, I'm going to just jump on the bowl gouge for a second. 1/2 inch bowl gouge, okay? Let's see what this takes. As you see, cuts are pretty the same no matter what tool you take, you know. But the important bit is how they're holding up. Let's see if I go into sort of a push cut. That's going to burst off, so I'm going to stand this side. I'll just take that off. There we go. Right, we're going to a push cut, and that's alright. Not my favourite with a 50 degree, I must admit. Because with a 50 degree, you tend to, I said before, you tend to push on and you get that bounce on end grain. And that's smooth. Anyway, we're not talking about the cups. We're talking about the tool. So let's do another one of them. Let that go off the end. Yeah, nice ribbons. And this is dry wood, it's not wet. Right, okay, I'm going to do something with the bottom of that. So I've gone back to the spindle gouge. Now, as you can see, I'm a bit high above centre there. Let me bring that out. I'm a little bit above centre on that. Into the end grain. Need to open the flute a little bit. It's vibrating, it's just pushing across that bit of that end grain. But we're getting some nice cuts considering, and that's still razor sharp. I think I've actually put my finger on it. That's still razor sharp there. So, yeah, we'll go about putting a tenon on here. Slice in, and around. Keep that bevel in control. Yep, nice. Nice little tenon there, just dovetail it a little bit more. There we go. Right, that all goes alright. That's the spindle gouge. Spindle gouge has worked fine, and that is still like razor sharp. I'm going to take another little go with the bowl gouge. Now, like I said, this really a 45 is better for push cutting, but what I'm going to do, we're going to start off up, come in, start the cut, and now I'm going to roll, come down and go into a push cut. Yeah, look. And that's dry, that wood, it's not wet. And that is still, I've nicked my finger somewhere, I've nicked my finger on a tool, haven't I? That's when I went like that early on the bowl gouge. I said it was sharp. That's still like a razor. That is really sharp. Really sharp. So let's have a look. Let's see. Only one. Oh, there, yeah, oh look at that, I'll put blood on it. Oh, I'm going to stain the wood. Going to stain the wood. Yeah, that's where there's a bit of silica in that, yeah, which will always take your edge off. But that's actually, look, no tear out. Okay, no tear out whatsoever. There we go. Bowl gouge is nice. Right. Let's see. Now the reason I sweep the wing back, and you see what we've done with this 1/2 inch one. We've done that roughing down, bang, 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 and done all this and all that. Now we're going to see what sort of sharpness it's still got. All on that left hand edge. We've used the left hand edge completely. There we go. And that's why I have that swept back. I like to sweep the edges back on a spindle gouge, because it means you can do a shear cut, and that is not a shear scrape. Shear scrape with bowl gouges and that is round here, close the flute, do that. This is bevel in contact on the cutting edge. There's a bit more of my blood, sweat and tears have gone into this video. And there you go, and that's the finish we get. Look, that's the finish we get,
including taking the blood.
Okay. That's the finish we get. Right, so I don't think I can say there's anything wrong with those tools, and they've still kept their edge. Let's just take this off. I know, so I haven't got any big bowl blanks because, well, one, they're not big tools anyway. I'm only using the 1/2 inch ones. Right, well that ash is alright. I can maybe I'll put a 10. There's no cracks in it now, so I'll get this on the chuck and I'll bring you back.
Oh, I've done it.
Bring them back. Are they back? You back?
You're back.
Sorry, girl, I was just. You're back. I was just going to have a mouthful of coffee. Bloody as you went and went bing before I even got a coffee.
Oh, wait, they're back. I've done it.
You're back. It's only gone and bloody done it.
I've only gone and bloody done it.
Right, okay. Now then, I've turned it round, mounted it on the chuck, popped it into the chuck there, got the sharp jaws, so it don't matter, I'm not talking about that anyway. Right, what I'm going to do, because I haven't tried it yet, the 1/4 inch bowl gouge. Okay, 1/4 inch flute, and it's 3/8 on the bar. So there we go. Okay, nice for shallower stuff. Not too good to go too deep because obviously you got the thinner tool, so you can get a bit of vibration with it. But we'll see what we can do here. Okay, and we'll just give it a little try. All right.
Okay.
We'll see what these tools can do, don't we? It starts to get a little bit not too bad. As you notice, so far I haven't taken my bevel off of the piece of wood yet. My bevel stayed on there all the time. Right, there we go. Oh, put a little. Right, so the 1/4 inch one works lovely.
I'm catching all the ribbons.
Nothing wrong with that, and that's still razor sharp. It's lovely. It's only a few cuts, but yeah, nice. We'll go back to the bigger one, okay? And remember, do exactly the same. I've just come in. Now, this is what I say. A 50 will get me around that bottom. A 45 won't, okay? And this has done all that work. Oh, a little bit of vibration there. There we go. Well, I don't think there's any I don't think there's any arguing on that these tools are absolutely fine, you know. They are absolutely fine. That's a shame. I would like to have left some marks so I could show you the negative rake scraper. And look at that. We're actually going through where this there's silica there. There's a bit there which I thought I could feel. That's I don't know that you can see that. That bit there, look. There's a bit of silica there.
A hole as well. Is it a hole?
Yeah, a little hole as well. But nice finish. It's doing all right. Like I say, I'm not actually making a bowl. But what I want to do now.
Just try it.
Is come in here and let's just, well, I don't even know how sharp it is, that negative rake. Let's just I don't know, let's try and pretend we're someone else.
You must be a newbie. Turning like that.
Shut up. Right, okay.
Look at that newbie cut. Oh
right, so God. We've got a few lines in there now. Okay, so now I've got a tool for that.
Yay.
Right, now being negative rake, we don't have to worry about being above centre like we do with other scrapers. We can just come in on centre and we'll see what this is like.
Yeah.
Should be very sturdy, so let's see. I don't think it's that sharp, but it's straight out the packet. I haven't sharpened it. That there is not a line. That's that whole thing or something.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah.
Look at that. You go a bit deeper and see if it disappears. No, I've got it to go. It was a line. It was a line that was in there. But I put a deeper one in with that gouge and I thought I must have been turning like one of them Wednesday lives or something, folks. I don't know. Little rub off of it. Yeah, it's alright actually. My God. All those years I've spent learning how to turn without getting all that, and I could have just got one of these.
Yeah.
No, in seriousness, guys. Yeah, look. I mean, I haven't sharpened this. I haven't sharpened this. This is actually how it's come straight out the packet. Because, I mean, look, you can see that's the grind that it was put on. Okay, it's actually slightly rolled there, which I suppose it's a bit hard to hold that angle. Now, I haven't sharpened it, and I probably won't need to. I did make up a plate for my sharpening jig, but I don't have one, and I will give this a sharpen and try. But that's still, actually, I mean, now scrapers normally, especially negative rake, would go blunt very quick, but that's still got a very sharp edge to it. So I'm actually quite impressed with that. I could be being converted, guys.
Oh my God.
I could actually be being converted.
But they're scrapers. They're scrappers.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
You can almost get yourself an RPT.
I probably could now. Oh, look at that. Wow. There you go. Right, so scraper worked. Yep, all the tools work.
Yeah, they all work.
All the tools work. So that's not too bad. There you go. Actually, even with scraping, look, got a little bit of tear out there on that bit of grain there.
No.
Tiny little bit. But I'd clean that up with a bowl gouge, see?
Yeah.
Right, so anyway, yeah, that's a nice bit of steel. I think I need to put another burr on it, but it's yeah, I'm going to sharpen that in my own tool, because obviously that's actually got a slight convexed on it. That's going to take me quite a bit of sharpening on that, because I'm going to sharpen on the wheel, so I'm going to get a hollow grind. So I've got quite a bit of metal, so I will do that in my own time, because that's going to take a little bit of time to do that.
So what is convex?
Convex, right. So, like I said before, you got flat grind.
Yeah.
So we've got
On
our flat grind
belt, yeah.
on a belt. Then we've got a hollow grind, which will give us
On
that
the wheel.
slight curve, the shape of the wheel, basically, on there. Best grind, as far as I'm concerned. For outside work, spindle work, outside of bowls, absolutely fantastic, because it goes to the shape of what you're turning. Now, on the inside, an actual convex, which is that where it's got a slight curve that way, would actually be beneficial to keep your, and I said I have tried it and it does work, it keeps your bevel in control when hollowing, because obviously, you know, this is going this way, so you want that shape on your gouge to fit in to that. As you can see, if I put this on the outside, it can only rock because it's flat to sort of convex this, so that can only ever do that. It will never have a full bevel contact, where a hollow grind will sit flat on it. On here, the other way, a hollow grind, when you're coming in, will actually sit with tip, and that's why I do a relief and take that and have a very small bevel, then it sits all right. But if you have a convexed, that would actually sit in that, and actually like your finger does there, look, see? Now my finger goes right in and goes round nicely, like that's what you, different bevels for different things, different jobs, guys, that's what it is. Right, but yeah, very, very good. Bowl gouge is very, very good, very nice. Right, what I want to very very quickly do here, because I did say I would try it. Can you pass me one of those square pieces of wood, please, darling?
This one?
No, no, one of
Bigger one?
the little one there. Yeah,
These ones?
yeah, one with the hole in it to do. No, bigger one. That one.
Oh, the one with the old.
Yeah, that'll do. That's got
One with
a
the
little hole in the end. That'll be all right. Right, I want to stick this in here.
You're going to do the potting tool.
So, because I did say I'll check out the parting tool, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to tight and a quarter, lock that in there. And what we'll do, we'll have a quick little go and see what the parting tool's like. But yeah, nice fit. Negative rate scraper, yeah, it will get that. I mean, it took that line out. I think it needs a sharpen, I must honestly say. I haven't sharpened any of them, they are straight out of the box. Right, let's see what that parting tool's like, because it's quite a nice parting tool actually. First off, I'm going to have to rough it down.
Yep.
Get our speed back up to our normal sort of positioning. Come on, there you go. Right, I'm just going to rough this down. Okay, nice. And that's with the roughing gouge. Still, it hasn't been sharpened again, still holding a nice edge. Very nice tools. Parting tool, right, okay. Let's see. Let's see how it goes.
Nice and clean.
Well, yeah. That gave quite a clean cut there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Nice entry point. That's quite easy.
Yeah.
And that's quite a while. For the thickness of it,
Yeah.
there was no binding or nothing. So yeah, that's quite nice that. Obviously you will have to sharpen it. Remember, when you're using a parting tool, don't come in and do this pushing straight like this. You don't want to be just pushing in straight. Bevel on, got a bevel, and then just head to centre. And you'll get a nicer cut. Getting hot on the end. I'm turning quite fast. Gets a little bit hot, but it's Poirot, shouldn't hurt it. High speed steel. Now that's nice because it can part a nice thin, and it's a 1/8. Well, there you go. You can see that does a nice job. Yeah, it's obviously got a bit hot on the end. I think that's more just the wood stain in it. But there you go. Nothing wrong with that. Right, and then the last bit was our spindle gouge that we changed from yesterday's one, and we put the 45 degree on it, didn't we? Yeah. Not the 45 degree. It had the standard grind, and I put mine with a little bit more of a sweat back. So now you can see a hollow grind. Hollow grind fits in nice. Okay. Hollow grind, you just have to put it on and just, there's a bevel, Okay, it's just going to start to cut, and all we have to do is roll it. For it to pick up a cut, all we have to do is roll it. There we go. There we go, guys. So that's our smaller spindle gouge. Look at the finish on there. No sandpaper required. So not only the tool's nice and cheap to buy, very affordable. You don't need no more sandpaper.
There you go.
So win-win. Saving all round, don't we?
Yeah.
But in oh dear, in all seriousness, guys, yeah, like I said, I know a couple of people have said about could I do about doing a comparison with, say, Rutlands or something like that. Well, no, I won't do a comparison because this isn't about comparisons. This isn't about one tool against the other. What I would say on actually using these, I only done a thing on price just to give you an idea of the pricing differences. But in all honesty, I've got all the tools here, all the difference. They're in my own handles, but they are from top sales. I've got Crown and all that there, and I've got every brand there is. I've got, and I would put this up there with all of them. So I would actually say this is as good as any £104 tool you'd buy. So that gouge, that is absolutely perfect. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I can't actually find a fault when I've looked at them. The finish on the bar is so nice and smooth, and I've had some, you know, from that I paid a lot of money for, and that isn't as smooth as that. That feels a bit sharpish. The steel is beautifully finished. Can't fault that. It is nice and smooth, nice ferrule, nicely fitted. Every tool is banged straight in the handle, and the handles are nice, quite nice, comfortable handles. Nicely, just the right sort of weight, and sharpening is lovely. Like I said, when you sharpen now high speed steel, you will get a few sparks, and you see the sparks. These I know are a good feel because not a single spark comes off of these when I'm sharpening them. And that edge, I've done that with a bowl, and that edge, I mean, I wish you could feel it. That is literally like a razor blade. It has held its edge completely. Okay, so would I recommend them? Yes, I would, 100%. If I was going to buy a tool, I don't really need one just at this moment in time. If I was looking to buy another tool, I wouldn't hesitate, not one bit. This would be the place where I think I'd go. Yeah, and that skew is beautiful. To hold it is a pleasure. Actually, it is so nicely made. I just can't pick a fault with it. If there was something like find a fault with it, I can't. I can't find a single fault with that tool for that price. You know, I can't fault it. What can I say? I can't say any more, guys. And the edge it holds, it's absolutely beautiful. It really is. So there we go. Okay, guys, that's all I can say. Christmas is coming, so it's well worth. And I mean that well, put the chuck key in the right way round. I mean that I didn't take no massive time. I wasn't over careful. Didn't roll full beads and stuff, but you see that finish on the top of those beads, and even the cut in from that parting tool. Even that parting tool's nice. Yeah, got a nice finish there,
and it's clean.
And it's clean. So no more sandpaper. Yay. Oh my God, what a revolution that is! There you go. Right. Anyway, guys, that is it. Okay, right. That's it. Right. And if you seem to think I'm saying okay, right a lot, well, okay, right. We'll just deal with that. Right, okay. Until the next time, guys, toodle pip and happy turning.
Okay. Bye, guys. Right.